going to sort our coins. I'm not going to tell you how to sort them. That's for you to figure out. Remember, you're going to use your success skill of collaboration. We're going to come around and we're going to see how you're working together to sort your coins. I want you to be ready as we come around to share why and how you're sorting your coins. And go.
Okay. Because if we sort them by color, that would actually not make sense. I'm going to big bucks. Yeah, big one. Like this one and this one. This one. This one. And this one. Look at all the pennies. Even if you included all of them. I believe these ones are worth $1. Guys, $2 right here.
Do you have all of them?
Yeah, 2 coins, 2 gold coins. Oh, $3. 3 gold coins.
Hey, I have an idea. So you can share all of those 3, so you can split them up.
For $3.
They got a lot of. If you look on here, it's smooth, so it's not a quarter. It's not. So if you look on here,
So how are you guys sorting your coins?
by the money.
What do you mean by the money?
Like pennies, dimes, and nickels. Just got back to school.
What made you guys think to sort your coins that way?
Because they're not all the same. Because the shapes are not the same, so that's the size they represent.
And the size? What else isn't the same about each coin?
Because how much it's worth.
Cool. Awesome. Keep communicating, guys. I love hearing you guys talk. Chloe, I love hearing that voice. Kaden, I love hearing that voice. Keep communicating.
Oh, you got $1. Yeah, these things are worth $1.
It's okay, but I'll take those. Those are just a little different. Those are more rusty pennies. I'll take the rustier pennies. If you can keep them and handle having them, I don't need to take them.
I don't know if
You want me to take them?
or some
I'll take them.
sort. I don't know. Are you sure about the diamonds? The quarters are with me.
I want to see if you guys can get this challenge done in 30 more seconds. What can you do after you have them sorted to continue in your learning? That could be something to think about.
10.
Oh. Kaden, ask Chloe what she's doing. Joseph, ask Chloe what she's doing.
So we can have 10 dimes and then we can put them all to 10. Let's do 10.
You have 30 more seconds. If you're done sorting, what else can you do to continue in your
We
learning?
need a computer.
What else could you be doing right
We
now?
need a calculator in the computer.
Do you need a calculator?
No.
What could you do without a calculator using what you know about coins?
Count.
I don't know. You can count them. What else could you do?
10, 20, write them down.
Sure. Be ready to share how you grouped your coins. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody freeze. Hands up. Oh, Chloe's got it. Corbin's got it. Hadley's got it. Hadley's even calming her body down, ready to be a listener. We know we communicate in 2 ways. So while friends are sharing, or if you are sharing, remember how we share.
Do you want me to call out they share with the whole group or just in the groups?
Why don't you have them share out, here's what I'm wondering, guys. How about we take a quick 30 seconds, decide in your group whom will be the speaker, but the speaker does not decide what is going to be said. The speaker says what each group member tells them. So each group member needs to have a thought in what the speaker says. Go ahead and decide who your speaker is going to be and what your speaker is going to say.
What's that?
So we get it fixed. When we get it fixed, that would be 100.
I did. I'm just like,
Take about 5 more seconds to decide. 5,
Oh, this is our thing.
4, 3, 2. Wow, Joseph's ready to go. Hadley's ready to go. She's taking some deep breaths. Good job. Does anyone feel comfortable and confident to start?
all right, let's start. Chloe, why don't you start us off?
Our group paired them up into tens, so we have each coin has 10 coin in it, and we didn't finish yet, but there should be 10 in each.
Okay, so you sorted your dimes, your quarters, your pennies, and your nickels all into piles of 10? Okay. Why did you do that?
Because we wanted, so then it's easier to count by tens.
Okay. How about your quarters? If you were going to count your quarters by tens, how would you do that?
You could count tens by each of the quarter.
Okay. What are quarters and pennies worth?
The pennies are worth 1 cent, and the quarters are worth 25 cents.
So would you count the pennies by tens?
Yeah, because they're sorted into.
Oh, each pile you'd count by tens.
Mhm.
So you'd know this was worth 10, right?
Mhm.
What about a pile of dimes? What would that be worth?
That would be.
Counting by what? Okay. Count one for me. Can you count it out loud?
Or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90.
Oh, that one didn't quite have 10, right?
What if you added one more 10, my dear? It would be 100. How much is 100 cents equal to?
$1.
$1. Let's go to our next group. Hadley, do you feel comfortable and confident?
Me and Jay grouped them by, like, all of the 4 dimes go, all the dimes go together, all the pennies go together, all the quarters go together, and all the nickels go together.
Did you have time to sort them any other way? No. James, did you sort yours any other way? I see your dimes are in a little bit different pile. What did you do there? Or did you just have them in different piles? You didn't have a special way? That's okay. Did one of you feel comfortable sharing? Kaylin.
We sorted them into groups. So Corbin has the 5s, Ava has the 1s and the 10s, and I have the quarters.
Okay. Were you guys gonna work on sorting them another way and just didn't have time, or you had a lot of coins to sort, right? Okay. Lila, I think I saw your hand up. How would you guys sort your coins?
We sort them by how they were worth,
Okay, and what are they worth and what's their name? Okay, so they need to keep their coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the next part. Okay, we're gonna keep our hands off our coins. Let's push them, we can push them all into the middle, right, for our next activity, if I remember right?
If you'd like to, it's up to you.
I'm trying to remember yeah. Push all your coins into the middle, and I want hands off coins once they're in the middle.
Three, 2, 1. Show that you are able to listen with your hands and your bodies and your eyes and your ears. Hadley's a perfect model of that. Spencer's a model of that.
Okay, now we're gonna look up here. We have 25 cents plus
23
23 cents. I want you to think about, when you add those two together, how much is that? How do you figure that out?
I want you to take 15 seconds to try to solve on your own. If you need to, please use the manipulatives in front of you. After this 10 more seconds, be ready to share with your partners. I found the total was blank, and then what do we need to make sure that we have? Because. Share with your group. Go.
I'm the 8.
Because.
It's 220. No, it's 48.
Because.
Because if you add 20 and plus 20, it would equal 40. And if you add 5 plus 3, it would equal 8. So if you add those together, it would make 49.
My answer is 48 because if you have 2 10s in each group, that would make 40. And if you take 5 pennies, that would equal you to 45. And then if you add 3 more pennies, that would equal you to 48.
Wrap up your conversations in 5, 4. Hands should once again be free in 3, 2, 1. Freeze. My east wall, thank you. Ava, thank you.
I want you to think about the answers you got, and I want you to think about whether that is more or less than 50 cents. And how did you figure that out? What is your because, why it's more or less than 50 cents? I want you to talk about that with your partners at your table now.
It's less than 50.
How can you show me your instead of learn?
8 is only 1.
And what's that? 20 and 20 is 40. Okay.
7,000 plus 7,000.
Lila, is 48 greater than or less than 50?
Okay, take 15 seconds to think on your own. What would the total amount be? I can see Chloe thinking on her own. I can see Carson's thinking on his own. What would the total be? In 10 seconds, if you had the opportunity to share the last time, but your partner did not, your partner needs to go first. So whomever didn't get the opportunity to share last time is going to share what's the answer, what's their because. I really loved getting to hear from this group because I heard they found the same answer, but I've heard 2 different ways they solved it. Go.
Ava will go next. Ava can just go next. Yeah. Okay,
Hey, Corbin, is there a purpose of grabbing your coins like that right now?
Wait, 54. My cents plus 26 and 30. No, I saw 20 plus 20. I know it. And then I saw 40. Daddy goes 48. And 50 something. Something. You won from the 6. I talked last time, so. Wait, 50. 54.
Is that greater than or less than 50?
This is greater than 50.
Okay, meeting at the carpet. At the carpet, please, in 5. Not on the chairs right now. 4. Thank you, Hadley, for using your skills for learning and coming right away. 3. 2. 1. 0. Standing at the board, can someone explain to me how they solved with a because? So I know the total is blank because. Hadley, go ahead. Stand it up at the front, my dear.
It's less than because it's greater than because I just forget.
Do you need a pen to write down your thinking? Think about what we know about place value, my dear. Two numbers would you want to add together first?
2 plus 2.
Okay, what are those digits worth?
4.
What?
4.
What is the 2 plus the 2 worth? Is that a 2 plus a 2? The digit is 2, but what is the value of that 2?
26.
Okay. So if you're adding the 2 plus the 2, you're not adding 2 plus 2, you're adding what?
28 plus 26.
What if we were doing it in parts? What part are you doing first?
8 and 6.
Sure, you can add 8 plus 6 first. Go ahead. Okay, are you done? Now what do you need to add next?
2 plus
Is that 2 plus 2 though? What is it actually?
2.
What is the value of that 2?
4.
Okay, so we added our 8 plus our 6. Each of those are in what place value? The what place?
The 1.
The ones. So this is worth 6 singles. This is worth
2's
8 singles. Are these singles or are these strips? Strips. What's the value of having 2 strips?
10.
2 of them.
20.
So that 2's value is what? 20.
Plus 20 equals 40.
Now Hadley, what do I do with those 2 numbers?
You add them together.
Show me.
That's what helps me more.
That's awesome. Whatever works best for you. Do we agree? Awesome. We'll go to the next one. We got a lot of fun stuff we get to today.
Okay, so we're going to, you guys have been talking about different ways to make a total of 100, right? Right.
That makes $1.
There, that's right. When 100 pennies or 100 cents makes $1, right? We're going to talk about different ways to make $1. So you're going to take all the different coins we just sorted at our tables, and we're going to find different ways to make $1. Think in your head, what are some different ways you already know using those coins to make $1?
Take 15 seconds to think of 2 ways and be ready to share the 2 ways you think of with your partner.
Okay. Put your hand up when you think you're ready. Who wants to see lots of good ideas? Kaden, what's 2 ways you can think of to make, or should I do 2 on our own? I think they're doing good, huh? Kaden, what's 2 ways you can think of to make $1 using those coins?
Using 4 quarters.
4 quarters.
So what would that
what's
equation look like, my dear?
Yes. What would it look like?
25.
Kaden.
50 plus 50 equals $1.
Whoops.
You're not
Yeah.
on the marker.
A quarter is worth 25 cents though, right? So what did you do in your head?
I counted 2 quarters together to make 50.
Right. Chloe, what's another way you thought of in your head?
You can add, or the 2 pennies you could, or not pennies,
You don't have to use just these. You can use
Dimes.
more than these.
How many dimes?
you can use 10 dimes.
Okay.
So what would that equation look like?
10 plus 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 10.
Okay, let's see if we can write it. So let's count them as I write them.
10 plus 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 10. What should we do at this point in our equation? Should we look back and count?
Yeah.
How many 10s do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How many more 10s does she need?
2.
So does she need to do plus 10 or can she say plus what?
Plus 20.
Plus 20.
Ooh. And then we
Equals
would
100.
say equals 100.
Just did. And also, you can do.
With your partner at your table, you are going to use collaboration and communication once again. Each person should be grabbing the coins. If it helps, this is what you should do. If I was with Chloe and Caden, Chloe would be the coin grabber, then Caden would be the coin grabber, then I would be the coin grabber. Then Chloe would be the coin grabber, then Caden would be the coin grabber, then I would be the coin grabber. Because if Chloe's the only one grabbing the coins, she might be the only one doing the learning. Let's make sure that everyone at our table are doing learning. This is a 2-minute challenge. How many ways can you make $1 in 2 minutes? Ready, set, go.
You go first, Chloe. Go.
I would totally skip this page.
Make $1. Make $1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just like 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Caden, go.
100.
Remember, each one is a grabber. It has to go around the whole circle before we grab again. So Corbin, I see he made 1 pile. Is that 10? Then Kaylin made a, nope, you keep going as many different ways as you can. Here's my question. Does this make $1?
Oh.
Okay, now you grabbed 1 pile. Now James gets to be the grabber, but you're going to help him. You're going to talk. As many ways as you can make $1. See if there's more. How can you utilize a mixture of dimes and quarters? Hun, is this going to make $1?
Wait, I have an idea.
We're gonna have to do different coins or
25 plus 25 equals 50. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Chloe's mixing it up. She's using pennies and quarters together. Can we mix up our coins to make $1?
One nickel?
I see that we're utilizing the same coin in order to make $1. Can we mix up our coins? Can we use nickels and dimes together to make $1? Find me a way. I see that we're using the same coins to make $1. Can we mix it up and use nickels and quarters and dimes in order to make $1?
40.
Honey, you got it. Let's start with the bigger coins. You got a quarter and a quarter. That gives you 50, right? 60. 75. You have 50. 60. 70. 71.
How much is that? 25 or 25? Is that $1? More.
Okay, done.
Okay, there we go. Aiden, you're up. It's a lot of pennies.
Okay,
20.
Okay, hon. You have 20 pennies here?
Are you doing $1 yet?
And then we're gonna revise.
So how many more would you need to make 100? So if you have 20, think about your hundreds chart.
You have 90.
How many more till 100?
You have 200.
80? So how can you put 80 in that pile?
Stop. I don't need 20 that much. Boy, that's what I like. 8, 5, 9, 5.
And then why don't you use whatever? Yep. Beautiful. Put that in one pile.
Okay, meet at the carpet in 10. 9. Finish up your last spot. 8. 7.
We go on the carpet.
On the carpet. 6. 5. 4. On the carpet, my dear. 3. 2. 1. Show Mrs. Tuna you're ready to listen with all 3 things. Hadley's there and Chloe's there. Corbin's there. Ava and Kaylin are there.
We are going to do page 305. Our tables. 305 says ways to make $1. You're going to use this space to write down all the different ways you just did to make $1. And then you're going to do pages 297 through 304 if you have time. So go to your tables and we'll come over and help you as needed.
That's my spot.